Hey everybody, this is Vince Miller. Thank you so much for joining me for another devotional. Today we are in John chapter 6. I'm going to read verses 38 through 40. Here's what Jesus says. He says, "For I have come down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. And this is the will of him who sent me." Here it comes. "That I should lose nothing of all that he has given me, but raise it up on the last day. For this is the will of my Father, that everyone who looks on the Son, who looks at Jesus, and believes in him should have eternal life, and I will raise him up on that last day." So fellas, about 10 years ago, I had this Ford F-150 SuperCrew, pretty nice. And then one day, the engine suddenly lost almost all power, only a few years into owning it. And some of you Chevy guys out there are saying, that's what you get, right? I drove it then directly to the dealer. And in about an hour, they told me the news that no one ever wants to hear, that the truck needed a new engine. I was devastated. The cost at that time was $11,000. But I drove it straight to the dealer for a reason, because I knew that my warranty was about 100 miles from completely being exhausted. No kidding, 100 miles from expiring. And guess what? I got a brand new engine for free. And no kidding, actually when they're pulling the engine out, they punctured my radiator, so I got a new radiator too. Now that is way different from how these situations and stories usually play out, isn't it? Usually what happens is everything breaks right after the warranties and the guarantees expire. Every time, doesn't it? That's because they are temporal things with temporal and temporary guarantees. But that's not what we get with Jesus here. With Jesus, we get a guarantee sealed by God. And the point Jesus makes in this text is that God has given him the authority to guarantee some things to and for us. He has the power and authority to guarantee, guess what? Eternal life. He has come down. He will rise up, and we can raise up with him into eternal life. But we have to make a choice, he says. We must look on him and believe in him to receive the guarantee and the life. Now, I want you to know that no one is ever going to make you an offer that good. I mean, it's so good. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable, right? But the irony in that statement is that you have to believe in the unbelievable to actually receive it. And that's why some refuse to believe and unfortunately ever receive. So believe in the unbelievable today and join me in eternity. I love you guys. I pray this has blessed you. If it has, share it with someone else. And I'll see you right back here. Thank you.